Actually, really, I believe every time I've gotten a Survivor US winner right, I've gotten it two in a row. Because I got Jeremy and Michelle back to back, and then I got Wendell and Nick. So yeah, now I'm getting Kenzie. So that essentially means whoever I pick for 47 is the winner, obviously. Stevie's have a chance. I think there's definitely a chance. I don't think he'll I don't think he'll make the cut, but you never know. It's possible. I think he'll definitely say yes if asked. Mike? We're talking about Mike? Are we talking about Mike Holloway? Which, like, I don't include. I wouldn't include that. Went to an AMC mystery movie on Thursday. It was the most mid comedy about pregnancy. What movie? Like, what is a comedy about pregnancy? Kelly from Types of Rebels. It's actually not that far fetched, and like it would be so funny. Like, imagine like Kelly on the same tribe as like Richard Hatch. Called Babes. Let's see. Yeah, I've never heard of it. When Eden, an aggressively single woman, gets pregnant from a one-night stand, she turns to her best friend Dawn, a married mother of two, for help. Oh wait, that's actually funny. One of the stars of it is the host of the Circle. Circle US. Yeah, did it get good reviews? It has a 100% Rotten Tomatoes score. So, I wouldn't say that's mid. Okay, how do you do this fight again? This one took me forever last time, right? You're wondering where you knew her from? Again, how could you forget the host of the Circle US? Who wasn't even there for season 6?
The awakening of a new power. Which persona will you choose?
I actually found her role in season 6 so funny. Because, like, it's clearly, like, they asked her, obviously, like, after the fact to, like, do the voiceover, and it felt like she was just bored the entire time. Unlucky cures ailments. I'm never going to use that. What's this one? That could be good, actually. This one or this one? I guess I'll do that.
One moment, please.
You want to watch this Tara Alicia's season? Well, you missed out on the greatest seasons of all time. Like, generally, I do think season 6 is actually my favorite Circle season, though. Circle US season. Or, like, I think it's like a season where, like, it feels like they finally got it right. Or, like, it feels like they're finally, like, figuring out, like, the potential of the show. And not being, like, so focused on, like, oh my god, we gotta find a catfish. Which, like, doesn't fucking matter.
What would you like to do? Which persona will you... What would you like... Which persona will you choose?
Okay.
What would you like to... Are you finished? What do you
Oh, fuck off.
What would you like to do? Do you wish to perform a... Now then.
Is there anything good I can make with this? Make that. That's kind of a waste, though. Whatever. Who's the best Circle Season 3 player? In terms of, like, navigation through the game, probably Nick. But I think that's the tough thing with the Circle, to gauge, like, who's the best player when, like, the final ratings are, like, just so random a lot of the time. The catfish guy. What was his real name? I don't even remember his real name. It's Ashley, though, right? It's the what do you call it? It's the catfish name. But yeah, I can see the argument there for sure. Was it Matt? That's not what I thought it was at all. Oh, I've actually tried this already. I tried Sprite Chill. It's fine. It's actually just like, I don't know. It tastes like kind of tastes like the what do you call it? That cherry, like the white cherry, right? Is that what it's called? White cherry icy. Kind of tastes like that in like Sprite form. James' late entry, yeah. And to be fair, like for a late entrant, I think James plays probably the best like game for someone that entered the game late. I forgot how this fight works. There's 24-person cast. The 6 AU men are probably Nick, Luke, George, Harry, David, Matt Rogers. I think that's very likely. I think the issue there is that they're all white. I think I think Ferris will end up saying yes. I think Ferris will be there. I think that's like, I think probably take out Harry, put in Ferris is I think my like initial instinct. I think most women will be POC. Who are we thinking the women will be? So Kirby will definitely be there, right? Probably Brooke. I think Brooke's definitely possible. Is Shay like possible? I think she's like on the cusp. Like can't do anything. Cool. Over movie 19, does Cameron have the best chance of returning against? What do you mean? Is Garrett coming back? Probably not for this. I don't think he makes a cut of only 12 people. If it was a like a full-blown all-star season, then I think there's a shot, but not for this. Like I think when it comes to AU, I think for the men's side of things, like, I think that's pretty, like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously, like, schedule things can happen, and, like, people can't make the actual season. But I think all those people are people that would say yes, and people that I could see production wanting. So, like, I think with AU men in particular, I think you're going to get some really big names. I think it'll be interesting to see one, like, who, like, again, because who are the other women? Because I think it's a bit tough for the women. Also, actually, I would say Mark is also a consideration for the men. I think Shine would decline? I'm not sure. I'm not, like, I think if this was immediately post-Series of Villains, I think she would have said yes, actually. But, I mean, since then she's had a kid, she is probably just in, like, a pretty different space in her life, where, like, who knows? But I think Shawnee's the type of person that will just say yes most times she's asked, just because, like, she's there for the money. Like, she doesn't really care about, like, actually playing Survivor, but she's there, like, for easy money, essentially. I mean, I don't think she's, like, tempted. I think she's not tempted by the AU versus US theme. I don't think she gives a shit about that. But I do think she would just, like, in general, say yes a lot of the time. No, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. But I guess that works out anyway. Who's for Rebels? Again, I think Ferris, definitely. Kirby. I think those are two big ones. I think outside of that, it's a lot of people like on the fringe that I don't know if they make the cut. Again, when you were looking at only 12 people, like, so essentially 6 men, 6 women from Australia, it's a bit tough to fit in people that aren't, like, decently big names. Australian players do better than American? I do think they will. Like, if I were to guess, I think Australia will have the edge. Not because, like, Australian players are better than US, but because, one, I think they're getting the best of the best of AU, where I'm not sure if they're getting that with US. And obviously, like, also AU is obviously more acclimated to the AU format. like the type of challenges they utilize, like obviously like just have a better sense of how production operates. So at least like I should clarify this. I think pre-merge at least. I think Australia is going to dominate. Like end game and everything, who the fuck knows? But I think at least pre-merge, I would expect the Australia tribe to win like almost every challenge. Again, I already talked about this earlier. I think there's a chance it's even like 26 days or something. But I would expect between 30 and 39. Kelly Warner will honestly do well in the season she's on? Probably. Like, I think Kelly Warner's like perfectly acclimated for Australian Survivor. Actually, imagine if Joe is on. That even crossed my mind until just now. Imagine if they fucking cast Joe Anglem. How fucking depressing is that going to be? I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I do wonder what Jonathan's going to do here, though. Because I think they'll definitely call Jonathan. And I wonder if Jonathan is going to say yes. And, like, just hope they can also be on 50. Rick Devens. I think Rick Devens is also an interesting spot. Because I think in Rick Devens' mind, I think he would want to be on both. Like both 50 and Australia versus America. And I don't know if, like, how that would necessarily work. Obviously, like, it works in the sense that, like, that you, what was it? Fuck, I just said complete. Like, it works in the sense that, like, timeline-wise, filming-wise, like, it should work out. Like, it's obviously, like, a year apart. So there's nothing stopping them there. But I just think in terms of, like, I don't know if, like, how much influence CBS is going to have and, like, who gets on the show. Devins would probably do better on 50. Probably, yeah. I think Devins is fucked either way. But, yeah, probably. Yeah, like, filming is in September there for Australian Survivor. 50 is probably filming in, what, June? June or July? Probably end of... Actually, wait. Yeah, June or July. End of June or early July of next year. So, again, it's around a year. Like, what is that? Technically, like, 10 months or something? Imagine we get Daniel DeLorenzo. I mean, wouldn't be that shocking. She is a captain of sports, so, I mean, you would want that type of player on Australian Survivor. Yeah, I don't think Sydney's accepting. Dream AU, Christy, David, Haley, Liz, or Shawnee if she wants to play. Ferris, Nick, Brooke, Matt, Simon. Oh, I forgot about Simon. Yeah, fuck, Simon needs to be on there too. How are they gonna fit Simon there? I think Matt Rogers might be cut of the. Actually, let's think this through. Okay, wait. Of the 6 men, I think you get. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's George, David, Nick, Luke, Simon, Wait, did I say Ferris already? Ferris. If I didn't, like, whatever. Wait, let's do this again. Wait, Nick, George, David, Ferris, Simon. I lost track of the other person again. Whatever. Either way, those 6 people. I think those are the likely. Luke, that's who I forgot that time. I think that's the men. I think Christy's definitely a good shout for the women. Again, there are the rumors, obviously, that she was close to being on Here's Your Villains. Like, I feel like Christy's definitely someone that's on their radars. Again, Brooke is very likely. Kirby's very likely. I don't know about Haley. That's a question mark. Liz is currently pregnant, isn't she? Oh, did Joker die? Oh. Well, that's kind of shit. Let's look this up real quick. But I believe Liz is currently pregnant, so I feel like there's no way she's on. Yeah, literally 2 days ago, she's still pregnant. There's no fucking way she'll be on this season. Like, this is what, filming in 4 months? If she has her baby in like a month or two, I just feel like it's very unlikely she'll like turn around and do an Australian Survivor season like 2 months after giving birth. But Haley, I think, is, again, question mark. Who are the other women on that? Caroline. I don't think Caroline makes the cut, but you never know. Yeah. Australian Survivor, ask Buster Up for 50,000 if you haven't watched them. It would be fun. Would Aubrey accept? I don't think so, but you never know. Imagine someone plays AU versus US and does bad on purpose to lower the throw. That would be so funny. I would love that. Imagine Jesse is on, Jesse's on Survivor, Australian Survivor, and, like, throws. Like, literally just, like, vote me out first, or whatever. That'd be so funny. Wasn't Shane rumored to be on? I think she was, but I don't know how much I believe it. That one. At least what, Shane and Craig, right? Are also rumored. Which I would love to see Craig, but I doubt it. Did Poverty do Winners of War 3 months after the... Was it 3 months? I know it was like a somewhat quick turnaround. I didn't realize it was... I don't think it was 3 months, but it might be for all I know. Like, I thought it was like closer to like... Now, 6 to 9 months. Let's see. Does it say when she had her kid? July 2018. No, actually, no. That's like a year. That's like a year away. Yeah, she had her kid July of 2018. They filmed like around what, May or June of 2019, right? So it's about a year later, actually. Yeah, I don't think Jesse will be on AU. But again, like, it would be funny if, like, someone that is, like, a pretty big lock for 50 intentionally tries to get on AU and then, like, tries to be the first boot so they can do better on 50. Which would be an insane thing to do, but, like, it would be funny. Like, Jeff would make... No, Jeff has nothing to do with Australia versus America. Like I mentioned earlier, I would not be shocked if Jeff doesn't even know this is even happening. I don't think Jeff even gives a shit about this happening. Yeah, I mean, that could be a thing to get Shane on, but I would not want that, personally. I don't need Shane yet back, but whatever. Yeah, that is insane. The time Bailey used to date. Imagine Carolyn being on AU? Imagine. Carolyn doesn't need the throw, though. Carolyn's fine on return. I think Carolyn's probably, like, screwed endgame, but I think Carolyn's set up decently well early on, at least. Obviously, that was Fairplay's plan all along, is, yeah, I'm gonna quit on Micronesia, so I can come back on Australian Survivor, which hasn't even, like, started its run yet. Yeah, he was plotting the long game. But yeah, I would expect Fairplay to be there, right? I think it'd be shocking if Fairplay's not there. Considering, like, how openly he wants to play and how they're, like, intentionally trying to look for, like, legends. Like, it feels like Fairplay's definitely someone you get.
That's true.
I wonder how stacked the US tribe's gonna be, though. I think the tough thing about US is, like, how do you create it, like, how do you balance out the tribe? Because, like, the tough thing about getting, like, all legends for US is that a lot of them are old now. So it's, like, it's tough to have them, like, compete against, like, again, like, Ferris and, like, David. And,
thank you.
And too, for David's also in his, like, mid-40s at this point, but, like, still. And, like, to compete against these, like, again, pretty, like, physical guys and women. Like, Brooke, again. Like, it's a pretty, like, stacked field there. Even Kirby. Like, also, like... yeah, a lot of physical people on the AU side of things, where, like, you're gonna have to, like, balance it out, right?
Right.
So it's like, I feel like, again, Wentworth is a good pick there, obviously, for that. But like you're gonna have to have more than that, right? Again, is Ozzy gonna be on? That would make sense if Ozzy is on. Would Joe be on? Uh, yeah, Ross Vance is never coming back. That's never happening. Production hates him. He hates production. Carolyn from Worlds Apart got injured right after the announcement. Sandra commented, get better in 4 months. I mean, I don't know if Carolyn's on their radar, but you never know. Is Carolyn getting her torch snuffed on 50? Carolyn 44? Very likely. But probably not until a little bit. Like, I don't think she'll be an early boot on 44. Or on 50. I think she'll probably be like final 8-ish boot. Like the kind of like the spot of like
it's true.
Like we can't let them get to the end because they'll just beat everybody in a Jericho. I think that's kind of the spot for Carolyn. Where I think people are gonna want to work with her early on. But just like not want to take her deep. I think the same thing in like Marianne. I think Marianne's also in that position. Where I think people are gonna want to initially work with Marianne, but then also like realize that fuck we need to get her out. Towards the end. Actually, that is the thing. Carolyn could also get purged. That could also happen. What is this? We renewed this, didn't we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already talked about this, but yeah, I think all of them are pretty good. Like, I mean, like all of them are like whatever. Like, who cares? Because like I don't know who most of these people are. The only one I know is that Tati Gabrielle or whatever, who's on you. But yeah, they're whatever. They're fine. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Are we at the final boss yet? By the way, it's got to be close, right? Okay, cool.
How about something more powerful?
Anything new here? No. That's worse. That's worse. That's worse. That's worse. That's worse. Alright, they're all worse.
Come back soon.
I never did skills, that's why I forgot. Even if it wasn't real, how I mean that would have been ridiculous. I even bother like looking at the list because by the time I even knew it happened, like I already knew it was fake. But I know like what Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie were on there. I know Matt Eisman was on there, which that would be interesting. And to be fair, I would not be opposed to Matt Eisman being on Traders. I think that would actually be like a decent pick. But yeah, I mean like obviously that cast is not real though. Yeah, I never watched the Uncharted movie actually. I kind of forgot about it. It's on Netflix, right? So maybe I should watch it. Is that worth getting? Oh wait, I don't have enough anyway. Okay, cool. Guess we'll do that then. Katie and Kellyanne are on All-Stars 5? Yeah. And there was another person, wasn't there? That gamer said. But, not unexpected. I thought it was real in the NBC. I actually thought it was real. I don't know what the context of that. Like, I don't remember how that list got leaked or whatever. But if I saw that list, I'll be like, this can't be real, right? Because, yeah, it's just like so celebrity focused. Like, there were no like reality TV people on it, which like that seems very opposed to like what like the producers were talking about. Oh wait, I can get rid of this. Or maybe I can't because that doesn't help me at all. We watched the Uncharted movie before Sunday. I'm not. Simply, I'm just not. I would not be opposed to watching at some point, but I'm just not going to be able to watch it before next stream. Like I really need to like hone down on this Survivor review. Which again is annoying because like I'm gonna be busy most of the day tomorrow. I need to finish the Amazing Race review too. But yeah, I'm hoping to be caught up on the Survivor review by the time next stream. We'll see. I don't think it's that likely, but we'll see. I talked about Shadows earlier. I don't give a shit. I mean, like, I was always gonna wait for that. I think the question now is, do I wait for Brains vs. Brawn? Actually, in reality, at this point, I think it actually will be a situation where the video will come out right before Brains vs. Brawn. Because again, my initial plan was that, like, okay, it's not going to be in the same slot as the Big Brother review, because, like, that's usually when a season is airing. So instead, I'm going to release it, like, during the summer. Yeah, currently I have it scheduled for May. Early May. Which I guess isn't summer, but you get the point. Okay, it was going to be later in the year, because I was like, okay, it'll be after the season that airs, like, from January to March or whatever. But now that we know that, okay, there's going to be a season in January, and there's also going to be a season probably later in the year, then it's kind of annoying. I think what I'm probably going to do is, yeah, like, I'll probably just make it after... Oh, dude, actually, that's weird, isn't it, now? It's all returnees, isn't it? Shit. That's kind of annoying, actually. I didn't think about that. Because I did want one more newbie group. Or at least, like, I was expecting, like, half returnees, half newbies. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's better. Do I wait for Brains vs. Brawn? Or do I do it in between? Like, I'm definitely going to do it after Australia versus US. Like, that's for sure happening after that. But the question is, do I wait until after Brains vs. Brawn also? I thought it was going to be a true celebrity cast, and it would be a smaller cast. I mean, I believe the rumor is that, like, Bananas isn't going to be on, right? Or, like, if he is on, he'll be, like, a late entrant, because, like... Actually, no, if Challenge 40's done filming now, I guess he could be on Traders 3 still, right? Is Venus lower than Soda? No. Venus is higher than Soda. Is Ricky and Caesar the greatest Amazing Race winners of all time? I don't know. I think it's tough because, like, this season in particular is, like, a very abnormal one. Like, it's one that all took place in the same location, to where, like, it's, like, locations that they would have a significant advantage in. Mind you, I do think they are very good, though. Like, I think it's very clear they are, like, very skilled at, like, a wide range of things. But I think it's tough to gauge, like, how they would do on, like, any given season. How can I not afford this? Oh, I'm literally 4 off from affording that. That's actually really stupid. I couldn't even tell you the last time I used Arena. If I do the get dated fast, yeah. But I also did the same thing with BB Can. It's like kind of a double-edged sword. Like, I think it'll probably perform better when it's, like, in the lead up to the new season. But obviously, yeah, it also gets outdated quicker, so. Okay, that's everybody. I don't need to do anything else, right? Venus higher than Randon? I believe so. I also am not sure how I'm going to release the video, too, which is weird. Because I think if I do it in between...
Samael is here, isn't it?
If I do it in between Avon US and Brains vs. Brawn, I'll probably end up actually just making it a one-parter. But if I do it after, I think I'll split it up.
Oh.
I think my gut tells me to do it after Brains vs. Brawn.
I think I finally get what it means to be scared.
Not necessarily because of the outdated aspect of it, but I think it would just bother me to do it after, like, AU versus US, which, while I think it probably will be necessary, like, I think, again, there's going to be some big names on that season. It'll probably end up changing the top of the list. I still also feel like that's not a proper season 10. Actually, do I include the US players on the list? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, do I guess I do, right? Which I guess through that, actually, it is essentially half newbies then, isn't it? Actually, fuck, actually, that kind of actually makes me think, should I do it then? I don't know, dude. I need to figure this out, but obviously it will be for later anyway, but yeah, they would be, because they're on Australian Survivor, so yeah, they would be on the list. So actually, it makes more sense to do it then in between that and...
Looks like it's making its
entrance.
Here it comes.
I don't know. I think that convinces me to do it before Brains vs. Brawn. Because I think at that point... Okay, so this is the bottom boss, right? Again, it's after, like, a big season. It's after a season that, like, again, will probably change the list anyway. It, again, already fits within the time frame that I would have wanted to do it to begin with. It also puts me at a number of players that, again, makes sense, for the video, where I think, like, if I do it, because, like, the problem with doing it after Brains vs. Brawn is that I'm doing it plus the 12 new US players, plus also another 24 players. Which is, like, making that video way bigger than I intended on it to be. Because I always plotted it as being around 200 players being ranked. Where, at that point, that would make it, what, close to, like, 230 or so, like 225 or so. Like, that's a pretty big increase in size of the list. Would it only be 213? Is my 200 number assuming that it was going to be all newbies? I don't remember. I remember that the number I calculated was 201. But I don't remember if that was with the assumption of half and half, or if that was the assumption of all newbies.
I will acknowledge that you are considered the strong among mankind.
Now, 213 is not a bad number, actually.
Not the norm. Most humans are frail in mind.
We have Quebec players in AU. We're not gonna have Quebec players in AU. I very much doubt it. I think it'll just be... I think more than likely they will get the US people. Even if they don't, I think it'll just be US and SA. I don't think they'll branch out much beyond that. Like, I don't think they'll go to non-English language seasons. How to rank all the Nami players? Like, as players, or how they played on this season? Because that's a, like, radically different list. Also, being bottom 5% would be funny. I mean, it's definitely up there for full time when it comes to AU. Yeah, because I would only be taking consideration how he played on AU. Like, he will be towards the bottom. And that's the way it will be with the US players as well. Like, I'll be only taking in how they played on Australian Survivor. Now, again, if there's, like, a position where... Again, it would essentially be like how I handled Suri on Big Brother, on the Big Brother ranking. Where, like, yeah, I'm mostly ranking this on how she played, but obviously, yeah, there is a bit more credit I give to her just because I know how she can play, and how, like, she thinks about the game and that sort of thing, from Survivor. So it's like, yeah, there could be point, like, if like, Tony is on there, which he won't be. and like tone these like first boot and stuff. That actually that'll be a weird situation because like also you have to factor in reputation and everything. But okay, will he be higher than like a first boot on any other season? Probably, yeah. Okay, will he be at the top of the list? Obviously, no. Amber hasn't survived a trial since All Stars. That is the thing. I bet I should consider Russell and Sandra had no chance of winning. 100%. Like, that'll definitely be a factor. Especially for Sandra. I mean, it'll definitely be a factor for Russell. I think that'll be something that, like, keeps him out of, like, the very, very bottom. But he also plays poorly, though. Where I think with Sandra, at least, like, I don't think Sandra plays poorly. Like, I think, like, even though, again, like, I think Sandra probably gets a bit overhyped in the edit. Like, she's still, like, is a purely affable player on that season. Like, I don't think she does anything, like, necessarily wrong. She just had no real shot to begin with. While Russell, like, does a lot wrong. Even though he had, like, nothing. Or even though he had, like, no chance of winning. Sandra got more confessions than Shay? That sounds about right. Did she? Actually, wait, let's look this up.
No matter how many times we came close to giving up, in the end, we've always stuck to our convictions.
That's actually really insane.
So if you think we're gonna
If that is the
hold
case.
your consensus or whatever you want to call it, you've got another thing coming.
Wow, that is the case. Wow, yeah. I didn't really Sandra got that many. Like, obviously I knew she got a lot. I didn't really she got that many. Like, she's more than, like, every player... Actually, really, she has more wow, I never thought about that. She has more confessionals than everybody on that season outside of Jordy, Sam, Mark, Chrissy, and Josh. Like, she's literally the, what, 6th highest confessional getter out of 24? Despite being 19th place? Yeah, that's insane. That's Australian Survivor for you.
How lamentable. Oh, how I hear you.
Yeah, based on how they played this season, I mean, then, like, on the player rank, it would be, what, Liz, then, I think Hunter, right? Like, Liz, Hunter, Tevin, Venus, Soda, or no, Randon, Soda, I believe is the ranking. If we're talking about them as players in the grand scheme of things, I think 1 and 2 is Tevin Hunter. I think it's kind of close between the two. Leaning Tevin higher, but it's a question. Then at that point it's rough. Maybe still Liz 3. Randon is a tough player to rank because I think Randon probably had a lot of potential. We'll just never see it. So it's like, I don't know if Randon is 4, but then like probably Venus then Soda. Yeah, Kina playing his idol is something. I mean, like, I understand it though. I think it makes sense. Where it's like, again, he's in a spot where, like, if he survives this round, he's guaranteed Final Four.